Welcome to the Lauren Blackwell channel. So it appears that Martha Stewart has been throwing shade, and I mean tons of shade, towards Meghan Markle regarding Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand. I don't know if Martha Stewart feel as though Meghan Markle is encroaching upon her territory, but Martha Stewart is throwing a basket full of shade towards Meghan Markle. And the first time I heard this, I was like, did you say one thing and it's been blown out of proportion? So I decided to look up exactly what she said. And oh my God, she said lots of things. It is crazy. So Martha Stewart, right? We all know she has a very big lifestyle brand. She's a well-known person in that industry. And Meghan Markle has been in the lifestyle world for a while now, even before she met Prince Harry. Okay, she had a blog, I think it was called The Tig or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So she's been into lifestyle for a long time. But recently, when Martha Stewart was asked about Meghan Markle's show and her lifestyle brand in general, Martha Stewart had some not so nice things to say. They weren't encouraging at all. So at first, when they asked her about Meghan's show, she said she didn't really know Meghan. Her response was so obviously shady, you couldn't miss it at all. So when asked about Meghan, Martha Stewart said, "Meghan, I don't really know very well, and I hope she knows what she's talking about." And she left everyone wondering, why would she say that? Why would Meghan not know what she's talking about? That is certainly not an encouraging thing to say to someone at all. Not a nice thing to say. It's definitely shady. But if that were the only thing that she said, then you could say, well, she was just expressing her opinion because she doesn't really know Meghan. But as the interview went on, it became very obvious that she was being quite shady. She was insinuating that Meghan Markle was inauthentic. I'm not sure what she based that on, but she went on to say, authenticity to me is everything, and to be authentic and knowledgeable about your subject matter is extremely important. Well, yeah, that is true, but why would she make that statement when being asked about Meghan Markle? It's as if she's echoing what a lot of other Meghan Markle haters are saying when they say that she's inauthentic, as though they want her to show a side of her that they think she definitely should have, even though they've never seen her display that side. What side that is, I don't know. But for some reason, Meghan Markle's existence really bothers them, and I think it bothers Martha Stewart as well. I'm sure Martha Stewart also does not like the fact that Meghan Markle is getting a lot of publicity after stepping into the lifestyle world, which Martha Stewart considers herself to be the queen of. When Martha was asked about With Love, the lifestyle show that Meghan Markle has on Netflix, Martha Stewart said she has not watched the show and that she might take a look at a couple of episodes to see what she thinks about it, as though somebody needs her permission to pursue an interest. I mean, she sounds so ridiculous. Can you imagine if you're pursuing something that you're interested in? Perhaps you just generated interest, or you've been interested in it for a while, and they ask someone else about it, and that person says, well, I'll take a look at what they're doing to see what I think about it. I mean, who cares what Martha Stewart thinks of Meghan Markle? Quite frankly, nobody cares. Yes, Martha Stewart has paved her own way, and she's made a very big name for herself in lifestyle, but she doesn't own it. It does not belong to her, and Meghan Markle or anybody else that chooses to build a lifestyle brand for themselves do not need Martha Stewart's permission or input or opinion. And I think that is something Martha Stewart needs to understand. For someone like Martha, I think she's a little insecure when it comes to Meghan Markle because of the publicity Meghan gets in the lifestyle world. And she's starting to feel insecure because she was the it person for a long time. And even though other people came on the scene, like Gwyneth Paltrow, but Gwyneth Paltrow did not quite take the shine off of Martha. Martha was still the bigger person. But now with Meghan Markle, we all know that wherever Meghan Markle goes, she shines. She tends to shine, and people will either support her a lot and just see that she's putting effort in things that she's interested in, or people will really dislike her and believe that she's inauthentic and she's just trying to take over something that does not belong to her. She can be quite polarizing, and it appears that Martha Stewart does not appreciate Meghan Markle at all, especially in lifestyle. We all know what people who hate others for no reason other than insecurity and envy do, right? We all know what they do. They triangulate. So Martha Stewart decided to find somebody else, a third party, to bring into the conversation and to compare that person with Meghan Markle. And she chose Gwyneth Paltrow. She dragged Gwyneth Paltrow's name into the conversation, even though they were asking her about Meghan Markle. She said Gwyneth has been very successful. She created quite an interesting body of businesses. She's admired, won an Oscar, for heaven's sake, as an actress. She's pretty powerful. Well, Meghan Markle is powerful as well, especially if she's powerful enough to cause Martha Stewart to go out of her way to be this shady. Then clearly she's powerful. She's also in the lifestyle world, making a name for herself. So I don't know why she decided to make the comparison. She did not make a direct comparison, but she insinuated a lot in this interview, and it was just embarrassing, honestly. When asked about the show, right? When asked about Meghan Markle's show With Love on Netflix, Martha Stewart said, "Has it started?" As if she doesn't know that it started. We all know the show has started. We all heard the buzz. There's been a lot of buzz. Martha Stewart is in the industry. She's very active in the industry. So she knows, especially in the lifestyle world, there is no way that Martha Stewart, who always keeps her ears to the ground when it comes to everything lifestyle, especially on TV, would not know that Meghan Markle's show had started. So that question was very shady. And then she goes on to say, "I'll watch an episode and see how she does." The absolute shade from Martha Stewart. To think that her opinion of Meghan's show will make a difference. People that like Meghan for being Meghan. People that like Martha for being Martha. It is okay for someone to come into an industry that Martha, has dominated for many, many years. It is okay. If that person, and we're talking about Meghan in this case, if Meghan isn't as good, or if people lose interest in her work, those people will let her know. They will let her know by not tuning in, by not purchasing her products, or just by showing less interest. And Meghan will take the hint. This is just the way it works. This is how customers communicate with the people that they follow. They will let you know one way or another if they like your products or your presentation or your work, your merchandise, whatever. They will let you know by showing more or less interest. So they will let Meghan know if they like her products or not, or her show or not. It is not up to Martha Stewart to determine who should be in the lifestyle world and create a lifestyle brand for themselves. The lifestyle brand existed long before Martha Stewart, and it will exist long after her. And everybody else have the right to come into that world. They do not owe Martha anything. It is so sad when women especially are unable to support other women that are coming into an area of work that they know is very hard to be successful in, and they themselves have experienced how difficult it can be. Martha Stewart herself have been to prison, okay, for insider trading, and she has also, okay, she's been arrested, she's been to prison. She herself have admitted to stepping out of her marriage to her ex-husband while she was married to him. So these are all markers of someone who is not the most honest, quite frankly, not the most morally upstanding. Some might even say morally bankrupt, because you have been arrested, been to prison, and you did what you went to prison for. You cannot say that you didn't do it. She definitely did it. She did complain that other people do it and do not go to prison, yes, but that does not change the fact that she did it, so she is a criminal. And the fact that she cheated on her husband proves that she has low morals. In an interview where she talked about cheating on her ex-husband, she was unapologetic about it. So we cannot say that she has changed. If you've changed, you wouldn't stand by what you did previously. That was wrong. So she then goes on, after all of this criminal acts and morally wrong acts, she goes on to have her lifestyle brand where she acts as if she's Mary Poppins and does nothing wrong, and she just keeps a perfect home and perfect everything, knowing full well that she does not embody the lifestyle that she portrays through her brand. It's all just a show, it's a fugazi, it's very surface level, all physical. Inside, she's just morally bankrupt, and it's obvious from the way that she hates other women that are simply trying to build a brand for themselves. She is the one who is being inauthentic, not Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle has not committed crimes, have not been arrested, have not been thrown in prison, okay? Did not cheat on her ex-husband. She is the one who is authentic, not Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart is the inauthentic one, because to Martha Stewart, it's all about presentation. What Martha, presents on the outside is nothing like what is on the inside, because her hating Meghan alone, unprovoked, proves that she is still not a very clean person on the inside. So no matter what you present, no matter how pretty you bake or cook or make your floral arrangements, it does not reflect what you truly are on the inside, which is what authenticity truly is. So if anyone is being inauthentic here, it most definitely is not Meghan Markle, it is Martha Stewart. Just for the umpteenth time, if anyone is still confused. Meghan Markle typically draws a lot of attention to her ventures or her travels, her work, her philanthropy. And this is something that Martha Stewart is simply going to have to deal with. She's going to have to accept it and deal with the fact that Meghan is building a lifestyle brand, and I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon. It's so exhausting to see when people hate others for no reason. I mean, it's like, how does someone coming into or building a brand for themselves affect Martha? It's not going to take away market share from Martha, because their style of presenting will be very different. Their followers, even though they're the same, they can have appreciation for both women and both brands. Plus Gwyneth and many other lifestyle brands out there. So I'm not sure why she felt the need to be so shady towards Meghan, but this is basically just one more person who's jealous, envious, angry, and hating at Meghan, unprovoked, and she's just gonna have to get over the fact that Meghan will continue to have supporters. That's all I have to say on this. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.